The student is suffering from the early stages of Monday morningitis. Her mind wanders and ponders on the place she knows as KISC. Where did it come from? Why is it here? The questions fly through her mind like a pig with a jetpack, and she begins to wonder about her school and how it all really began.
It started in 1987. The McElhennys had a vision to provide education for mission children.
He realized that mission families left the field when children were at the secondary age.
Kids who were in secondary had to be sent away to another country for education.
Very often the families went back to their home country then. The idea came to have a study centre, that's why we've got the name.
In 2007, UMN and INF were going to close down KISC. And I stood up at a parent meeting and I said, I have a vision that not only do we have a secondary school, but we have a primary school that will bless the 35 primary students who didn't have a mission school at that point in time.
I studied here for like 7 years and it changed a lot.
They've added the primary, which wasn't there when I started. They've changed sites quite a number of times, as well as adding the whole houses system.
It's now going to be next year about 250 students in total, 130 primary, 112 secondary. So one of the things is we've just grown in size, which has meant we've had to move sites a few times. We've moved 5 times in 20 years when I first came.
When I came into KISC, it was just secondary. We had 65 or 70 students at the max. Okay? It's 15-20 teachers, bad infrastructure. And when you look at it today, we have primary, we have equip, we have fantastic facilities.
Just seeing the vision for tech in the college has grown, and that's really exciting to see.
More of a closely knit community sometimes.
And also the mission used to be about 70%, it's now about 78%, so we're on mission. And we have so much as we've just been accredited by the United States Association.
We got a new futsal pitch and a basketball court, which is so nice.
And also there's been a lot more extracurricular activities added, like the drama club or the football competition, basketball competition, stuff like that.
I think the biggest blessing is all the different nationalities, how they view God. I have just grown massively in who I see God to be.
Just the blessing on kids, to see kids who've maybe been struggling or having a hard time, who didn't fit into other schools, coming here and blossoming and doing well.
I've seen it enabling students to fit into schools, their home countries.
Going all the way through their secondary education and then going back to their home country and quickly and easily fitting
into their schools according to the curriculum.
Go to the other far region, like a mission trip.
I've been on 2 KISC mission trips. The first time we painted a school and the children and the teachers were so happy when they saw it. And the second time we made water filters for the people in the villages so that they could have clean water.
The primary kids get to have clubs. We're actually quite lucky to be in a school with lots of different cultures.
Helping others, not only us, helping Nepal.
An interesting fact is he always had hoped and dreamed that we would actually help Nepali schools and not just be an expat mission school. And so he worked with the government to do that.
We can make a lasting impact on education in Nepal, not just on students here at KISC. To see the work that they've been doing in the classrooms there is really, really neat.
Just love it, the education.
To see these kids, see classrooms go from a very strict authoritarian, where kids are shamed and beaten, to where they're loved and it's a great learning environment.
And the schools there have been utterly transformed, and the community, through the work that we put to bless. I think the maximum we've had at one time is over 30 schools in 6 districts.
Aren't you being blessed every day?
Yes.
By people like us?
Teacher-student relationships, they're really supportive.
KISC gives especially Nepali students an opportunity to just learn outside of just math and science, especially if they have dyslexia or some slightly learning disability. They come here and they're not bullied and they're not teased for being different, and they get really good grades because the teachers take the time to help them. and help them succeed just as well as everybody else.
मैले काम सुरु गर्नुभन्दा अगाडि मसँग केही पनि पैसाहरू थिएन, काम नै थिएन पहिला 15 वर्ष हैन। अनि त्यसपछि मेरो बच्चाहरू सानो थियो अनि बच्चालाई पढाउनको लागि पनि पैसा थिएन। जब मैले काम सुरु गरे राम्रो स्कुलमा पढाउन सके अनि किस्कले चाहिँ यो एजुकेसनको पनि पैसा दिन्थ्यो हैन। अनि सिकायो सबै कुराहरू हैन।
It has actually helped me become a better person. I see teachers role model, like living for Christ and coming here and giving up their time for us. And through that, I want to do something like that.
Students, you guys are really why we're here. And to actually see you guys develop and become all that God has intended you to be, that to me it thrills my soul every day.
All the staff support each other, support students, and most of the students support each other as well. It's a good place.
Things I like about KISC is the community, that nobody really gets bullied because they're all so different. Everyone's just really friendly.
What I like the most about KISC is that the community is so closely knit together and it feels like a family.
I love all the cultures. I just love the fact that Mim at one point in her class had 9 students and they were all from a different country. I love how it all comes together and somehow it works.
When you first come here, you're like welcomed into the family like straight away, and everybody is friends with everyone from like your primary to secondary all throughout, and I think that's pretty cool because in other schools you don't find that.
Just like all the friends and teachers here, they're really nice, and it's like a big community, so that's nice.
I think I feel very safe and loved here.
One of my favorite things about KISC is that it's a Christian school that could learn languages.
The favorite thing about KISC is my friends. I love them.
It matters to me. KISC is important to everybody and everyone wants to see it do the best to get it.
It's just awesome. So it's just like it.
I think the biggest thing I've learned here is that God is faithful.